just released the new M5 iPad Pros, and if you think the only thing that changed is the M5 chip, well, you are wrong. I'm gonna give you guys all of the differences and explain why this is the peak iPad, the ultimate iPad that's gonna last a very long time. Now on the outside, not much has changed, and that is completely okay because we recently got the redesign with the insanely thin and lightweight iPads while being super powerful. We have the same display that is absolutely gorgeous. We have the excellent updated Magic Keyboard that, while being very expensive, is amazing in real world use. The only difference that we could spot is that instead of having this iPad Pro logo with all the little mini text over here, that looks like is completely gone. So that's how you know you have a new M5. Now getting into that M5 chip, the performance improvements are really, really good. The M4 chip was already incredible in this very thin iPad, but the M5 takes it up to a whole nother level, not just in raw performance. Now, in terms of single core performance, well, this is the fastest chip, period. It is blazing fast. The percentage improvement isn't massive compared to M4, but it is still really incredible. And in terms of multi-core, we are now seeing 15,437 in Geekbench 6 compared to about 13,300. So that is over 15% gains in terms of improvement. And just seeing that Geekbench score compared to even like an M2 chip in a MacBook Pro, the performance is astonishing. Now this M5 chip is similar to the new A19 Pro that we got on the new iPhones. And with that chip, just like this one, the biggest gains are the graphics. We're seeing almost 75,000 Geekbench 6 metal score. That is insane in an iPad, like mind-blowing performance. So you get around 35% GPU performance gain in terms of metal just on that raw performance. And I remember back when we used to get 10% gain, 15% gain, not 35. In the A19 Pro, if you remember, we have these neural accelerator cores that were added that speed a lot of different things up, especially for AI performance. And this is where things get really crazy. Now, along with that, we also have improvements to the ray tracing, the neural engine as well. But even without the ray tracing cores, we saw a 44% improvement in terms of the graphics in the MacBook Pro that they were quoting. So that is huge for real world gaming, but Apple's really focusing on the AI performance here. They're quoting 4 times faster than the iPad Pro with M1. And of course, Apple wants to compare to the M1 iPad Pro, but a lot of you guys probably have that one. Pro rendering with ray tracing is up to 6.7 times faster than M1, video transcoding 6 times faster, and AI video upscaling 3.7 times faster than the M1. That is a massive difference in just a few years. And if you look at their examples here, even compared to the M4, I mean, the gain is significant. And this is because so many little things were upgraded on the new M5 iPad. The memory bandwidth went up by about 30%. So that is cool. And if you're gonna be getting the M5 iPad Pros, our sponsor ESR has an Amorite screen protector and a Shift keyboard case that turns your iPad into a laptop thanks to iPadOS 26. The Shift keyboard case conveniently detaches, letting you use it wirelessly, but if you attach the keyboard, you get the full experience with all of the function keys and a slightly larger trackpad compared to Apple's Magic Keyboard case. You also get more angles, like 20 degrees to 75 in landscape mode, 70 degrees in portrait, and 20 for drawing with the pencil. ESR also has a screen protector that has the easiest 2-step installation. Just wipe off the screen, place it in the Ultra Fit tray, close the lid, and pull. It is dust and bubble free because the final pull wipes away anything you might have missed. And with that, you get 7 times better impact and drop protection thanks to this tech. So go ahead and check out the Amorite screen protector and the Shift keyboard case by using links in the description or the pinned comment below. But what about if you don't really need more raw performance with your iPad? What else has been upgraded? Well, as far as the storage speed, that is about twice as fast now. Previously, we had very little differences, so we have a major boost right now. And another cool thing, just like the A19 Pro, the base iPad now comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM. Previously, we had 8 gigabytes or 16 if you were gonna buy a 1 or 2 terabyte model, if you bought the highest storage. And most people didn't need to do that. It was extremely expensive, and you kind of just got ripped off. So now having 12 gigabytes is awesome at the base. Now, I honestly would have liked to have just 16 because that's what the MacBooks come with the same chip, but that right there is nice. And one thing that the MacBooks do not come with is the new N1 Apple Wi-Fi and Bluetooth setup. Once again, this is just like on the latest iPhones, and that means that we finally have Wi-Fi 7 with these new iPads. Now, the iPhones have been fantastic. Compared to my 16 Pro Max, the Wi-Fi works better, you have better signal, it's faster, it is more reliable, it is also more efficient. So nice that Apple is making these in-house. We also have Bluetooth 6 that is built in, and the MacBooks with the M5 do not get that. Now with Apple controlling everything, it's more efficient, and they're gonna be able to do a lot more custom things that just make it more convenient. Now, along with that N1 chip inside there, we also have the C1X modem if you're gonna go for the cellular option. So this is just like in the new iPhone Air, and that modem, even though Apple is making it, it is also very quick and extremely efficient. So Apple is saying, as far as the battery life, if you're using cellular, you have a 30% lower usage with that cellular chip. Now, talking about efficiency and battery life, Apple is still quoting the same 10 hours or all day use. But honestly, I don't think this is going to be the case. Just like in the Apple Watches, when they make these efficiency improvements, battery life in the real world does get better. And with this new M5 chip, it does have more performance, but the efficiency has also been improved for regular tasks. So that is gonna be nice. And another thing that is super nice is that we have faster charging. For the first time, you can get 50% charging in about 30-35 minutes instead of having very slow, consistent charging. So as long as they're using one of the new 40-watt dynamic chargers or higher wattage, it will charge faster, which is really handy. And the last upgrade, which is gonna be major for some of you guys, it now supports 120 hertz external displays instead of being limited to 60 hertz. So you're gonna have ultra smooth external displays, and that kind of points to Apple releasing a new display that supports 120 hertz for desktop, which is really cool. So with all that said, should you be buying one of these iPads, or should you wait till next year? Well, with this new iPad, like I said, this is peak iPad being released. We just had the new redesign, ultra thin. The performance is just shocking for an iPad. I don't know anything else in tablet form that is going to touch it. And we finally have Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, Apple's own custom modem. We have everything. And as far as the leaks of what's coming next, I mean, we'll probably get an M6 version, and we had a leak of getting dual cameras. That did not come out this year. Other than that coming out, there's really not much else. So I think we're at the point, just like we were maybe about 5 years ago, where if you buy one of these iPads, you're gonna get the latest and greatest, and it is gonna last you a very long time. You won't buy it and then next year regret something because we're having major upgrades. So should you upgrade? Well, if you have an M4 and you don't need more performance, you don't need some of these specific upgrades, I don't think it is worth it. But if you have anything older than that, especially on the M1 front or even older, you've been thinking about upgrading, now is an amazing time to upgrade, because you're gonna get a fantastic iPad that will last you a really long time. So if you wanna get one of these at the best deals, check out our Amazon links down below where you guys can go and pick it up. Check out the best price for yourself. Click that circle above to subscribe if you guys wanna watch some videos when we're gonna be doing hands-on testing. Check out one of those videos right over there. This has been Max, and I'll see you in the next one.